Welcome back to another video. In this one, I'll be taking you guys through the top 3 colognes that I've used over the past 2 years. I'll also be giving you guys tips on buying colognes here in Kenya. So if you're a dude or a chick looking for a gift for your dude and you're here in Kenya or anywhere in the world actually, this video will definitely help you out. So without further ado, let us begin. The first cologne that I've used over the past 2 years is Gentleman Only by Givenchy. Ilishaki juicy bana. It got to a point where I wasn't using a lot of it because sikuwa nataka ishe, but eventually iliisha. So this one I bought it at Linton's. They have physical shops around town and in Nairobi. So that brings me now to a tip when it comes to buying colognes. Make sure if you're a beginner, go to a physical store to select your cologne. I know nowadays it's quite tempting to buy things online, but if you're new to colognes, you aren't too sure about the smell and a lot of things. So just go to a physical shop if you can. Ask to smell the colognes that you might be interested in, and it'll just make your life so much easier as opposed to buying online. But later, when you have some specific colognes that you know them, umezizoea, then you can easily order them online and then they'll be delivered. So that's my first tip for buying colognes here in Kenya. If you're a beginner, go to a physical store. It will be much easier for you to make a choice rather than buying online. That brings me to now my second tip when it comes to buying colognes here in Kenya. If you're in Nairobi specifically, Ukenda town, you will find Easy Side Zamoya Avenue na Tomboya. There are these oil-based colognes. It's the same brand name as this one. Unawezapata Omtu anauza Gentleman Only by Givenchy, but it's combined with oil so that it's diluted rather with oil. So it has that smell, but it's diluted, and to a certain extent, it doesn't smell the same as the original one. So there are also some guys who have seen Uku Kenya where they put these colognes in very small vials, and then one was like 2,500 or bei kama hiyo, but I'm still not comfortable with that because I feel it's a bit slightly expensive. But kama unataka kujaribu colognes more, maybe you can consider, but personally I haven't tried that one yet. I prefer just getting a cologne that I will use for a few months. After a few months you can buy also another cologne, and then you have two, you're switching to and fro. I'd recommend that you save up and you just get a reasonably sized cologne as opposed to going for the oil-based colognes or the small vial colognes. Kama hauna do ya kubuy easy colognes, because the budget for these ones is 4,000 kwenda juu, that's what I'd recommend you work with. So that's another tip. Ukwe realistic na budget yako. So if you have like 1,000 or 2,000, hapo itabidi umesave so that you can get just an original one. Na uende a physical store, vile tumesema, you just sample and you smell it there. If you follow those tips, definitely you will get yourself a very nice smelling cologne. So let's move to the second cologne that nimebambika nayo over the past 2 years. So we have this one called Jean Paul Gaultier Lamel. I don't know if I pronounced that one correctly. And this is how the bottle looks like. This one is actually my favorite of all the 3 colognes that I will go through today, and it's also the most expensive of the 3 that I'll go through today. So this one goes for around 6,000 at the time I was buying it, but nowadays it's 7 to 7,500 depending on the size you get. This one is 100 ml, and cologne, it's my favorite cologne of all time. It smells very, very nice, and it lasts, like, your staying power yake on my body ata its days. Like nikispray leo neze smell inaweza smell kwa mwili after even 1 or 2 days. So I really like the way it stays for long. Package yake pia inakaa poa sana, na kama uko na hizo makash na umesave, I'd recommend you consider getting this one. It smells very nice. Let's go now to the third and final cologne on the list, which is called Aurora Romance d'Amour Aqua. So this one is an eau de perfume. Hizo zingine mbili zilikuwa eau de toilette. So eau de perfume is more concentrated than eau de toilette, and I bought this one hoping that that projection would be a lot, but honestly it's ukispray inakaa kwa mwili for around 3 to 4 hours, and then after that you really can't smell it that much. So it's been a bit disappointing, if I'm being honest, but this one I'll use it for some time, and then after setting up I'll get another Jean Paul Gaultier. So I'll have those two. Hii tu itakuwa ile ya spare, but it's not my favorite per se, but it still smells nice. My main issue with it is that for eau de perfume I was expecting equal much more stronger than it is, but some people say that colognes react differently on different people's bodies. So maybe for you inaweza kawia for long, but just for me ina smell poor, but that staying power ndo haina. Again, just remind you of the top 3. Yeah, the past 2 years we have Gentleman Only by Givenchy, we have Jean Paul Gaultier La Mer, then we have Aurora Romance d'Amour Aqua. So kama uko Nairobi and you can get yourself to a cologne shop, I recommend you go and smell these 3 if you're a beginner. I'm sure utapata moja, at least moja utapenda hapa hivi na utaenda home nayo. So we've come to the end of the video. Thank you for watching. I will catch you guys in the next one. Like and subscribe, and bye for now.